Hey y'all, what's up? It's Friday, so I'm gonna keep it black, but I'm gonna keep it brief. I need y'all to vote to abolish the police. Girl, it's gonna be the purge. Jacob Blake was shot in the back 7 times by Officer Rustin Chesky this past Sunday in front of his children. 2 days later, Kyle Rittenhouse shot 2 people and wounded another at a protest in Wisconsin when Rittenhouse is a whole resident of Illinois. Here we have 2 instances where a white person sanctioned by the state, or in Rittenhouse's case, sanctioned by himself, believed that their duties were more important than the lives of another person. As if they were at war, the only time where it's socially acceptable to sacrifice another person's life in the name of one's duty in defense of their country or their nation. White nationalism again. When we say defund or abolish the police, we mean to get rid of the police structure as it exists and replace it with something else. Replace it with people that are skilled or trained to handle specific levels of emergency. A person with a badge and a gun and a license to shoot should not be responding to loitering problems, should not be responding to situations with the mentally ill, should not be responding to situations dealing with youth or domestic situations. There should be adequate city-funded community programs servicing all of these groups along with trained professionals who know how to de-escalate emergencies without somebody having to die or some baby having to see their mama or daddy get shot. Stop normalizing trauma for black babies. When we say defund or abolish the police, we are calling for a demilitarization of the police. We're calling for them to stop spending money on tanks and weapons and riot gear and all the money that's spent on reform because the reform is not working. They are terrified of losing their station in society. Policing in the United States literally began with slave patrols, and for over 300 years now, its main function is still to police black bodies. So these very specific people with badges and guns and licenses to shoot should not even be responding to situations dealing with black people. However, we cannot simply replace the police with new police because the policing system is already corrupt. See, that's how you get skinfolk that ain't kinfolk in a uniform. Kenosha Police Chief Daniel Maskinnis, don't get me started on him, says he cannot see what led to the Rittenhouse shooting. Racism! Actually, there is something far more insidious churning the waves of white terror on black bodies, and that is white fear. Whiteness is the product or condition of being born white in America. And white fear has never ever really been predicated on large black men in hoodies or groups of black boys walking down the street. It has never been contingent upon loud, boisterous, angry black women, drug dealers, crack addicts, sex workers, or gangsters. White fear is hinged upon the impending fall of white supremacy. The footage clearly showed a non-confrontational Jacob Blake walking away from an officer that already had his gun pulled out to shoot him. But he shot that man because he wanted to. He shot that man because in a moment of high tension, he did not comply to the officer's commands. And the thing about it is, Rittenhouse, he truly believed that he was doing something right. He truly believed he was there to do a public justice, that he was serving the greater good. And that's what's so sick. None of you would dare trust a 17-year-old black boy with a rifle in a crowd of people. But you're okay with giving a white boy a rifle in a crowd of people because the only people he's gonna shoot is there's more than 2.5 minutes.